recently reviewed the Italian stallion, the TM EN300. Here is our review of the French beast, the Sherco 300 SE. Regular viewers know I am trying to decide between the Sherco and the TM, so here is our Sherco 300 SE review, courtesy of Batesy, who knows these Shercos inside out and has 90 hours on his Sherco. I have ridden his 300 SE quite a bit, so I will follow up with my first impressions later. We also have an interesting review from pro rider Tim Coleman. First, what does Batesy like about his Sherco 300 SE? The power delivery. He calls it his turbo diesel. When other brands are swinging over to fuel injection and losing power at low revs, Sherco is persisting with carburetors, thankfully. Very linear power from idling speed and above, and unlike most brands, the mapping switch actually makes a huge difference to the power. Very useful for beginners or low traction conditions. A balancer shaft was introduced for 2021 models, which reduces vibration. After 2018, Sherco moved to bigger radiators, so it keeps cool in slow, gnarly terrain. He loves how the Sherco handles in all sorts of terrain. Batesy rides a mix of hard enduro and faster tracks, and apparently the 300 SE handles it all. This is the more expensive factory model with the KYB suspension. The price was good, at least here in Australia. Apparently it was quite a bit less than the premium models in other brands. Initially he was worried the suspension was too firm, but it softened after about 10 rides. Batesy has ridden the cheaper base model too, the Sherco 300 SE Racing. The 2021 had WP forks which were softer and suited less experienced riders apparently. What else does Batesy like about the 300 SE? He likes Sherco's approach. It's not a huge multinational conglomerate that has to focus on profit for shareholders. He says Sherco has a long track record of steadily resolving problems with their models. He thinks the electronic power valve is a cool feature for creating that adjustable linear power delivery. The 6-month warranty was a big benefit compared to only a 30-day warranty from 3 other manufacturers. And he liked the quality of the fittings. Michelin tyres, Brembo brakes, Domino throttle, and a radiator fan that is standard on the factory model. I asked Batesy what he didn't like about the Sherco 300 SE. Like any brand, there's a long list of known issues that have been resolved over the years, but a few niggling problems remain. Sometimes the plastics don't line up perfectly. Similar to other brands, the standard motorbike is jetted too rich from the factory and can foul spark plugs. In Australia, most dealers rejet the Sherco prior to sale, but in other countries, some dealers don't do this. He also said Sherco's jetting recommendations are still a bit too rich, so talk with other Sherco owners or your dealer if you are rejetting your carburetor. Also said he found the standard handlebars too low, but it's just a personal preference. Most Sherco owners don't complain about this. Okay, what about the 2022 Sherco models? Are there any major upgrades? It is just mainly tweaks to the existing 2021 models. The only major change is KYB suspension on the base racing models instead of the WP suspension. The other changes are mainly the graphics, hand grips, seats, and so on.
Hello, it's Tim Coleman here. So I watched your video, very good, no? I think you make a little bit too much funny of the Sherco rider, but it's okay, it's no problem, no? For me, it's okay, but for sometimes many people might think it's very not so good, no? But it's okay. So we just move on, and I see you ride the Peter. It's okay, but the Sherco is very good, no? He have many good features, and the suspension is very good. Maybe Barry is maybe a little bit too much of a pussy, and too much advice from Barry make you very not so good. So bye bye.
I had a good test ride on Batesy's Sherco 300 SE. Here are my first impressions. After riding a pile of motorbikes with TPI, I am sticking with carbs. That lack of low-down power is bad for our slow technical terrain. The good news, the Sherco has a very similar power delivery to the Beta RR300, which we have always thought is one of the best available. Handling, suspension, all good. I agree with everything Batesy said. What I really like is how known issues have steadily been eliminated. Last year I made a video about common problems with Shercos over the years. Like any brand, the list looks scary when you compile all the issues over recent years. But as usual, only a small percentage of riders hit problems, and generally dealers and distributors have been very proactive with providing support. The key changes: the starter bendix was upgraded in 2018, the regulator was upgraded in 2019, the coil was upgraded in 2020, and finally there was an ECU upgrade in 2021. So at this stage it does appear that the only remaining problems could be rejetting if the dealer doesn't fix it, and possibly the plastics may not line up perfectly. That sounds pretty good to me when you look at the known issues with most other brands. As for everything else, at my riding level, I'm not very worried about the performance of any enduro bike. I know that every model will be approximately 47.3 times better than my riding ability. So I just tend to focus on the known issues nowadays. Do you own a Sherco? Have you ridden one? I am keen to hear your opinions. Let us know in the comments.